On the corner of Croson Road and Fort Jackson Boulevard sits a rather unassuming building. But step inside and you'll find that Labrasca's Pizza is more than just a restaurant.
Come on in.
It's a Columbia institution that's been serving its community for nearly 50 years.
I say I've been coming for 25 or 30 years, but it might be longer than that. I think this was open when I was in college, and that was longer than that ago.
But due to increased cost and decreased business from the COVID-19 pandemic, income started to decline. Surprisingly, a simple Facebook post is the reason longtime patron Robert Gillespie and many others started lining up at the Columbia staple.
My wife saw it on Facebook, and she said, we got to go get a pizza today, so that's why we're here.
Community is at the center of Labrasca's Pizza, and that's become even more clear when Labrasca started to struggle.
This is just going on and on and on and on, and it just seems like, it's like my husband said, there's no light at the end of this tunnel.
As a last-ditch effort to save the restaurant, co-owner Millie Nuckley Wilson posted on her personal Facebook page in the hopes of reviving her family's restaurant.
I had been talking to my husband. He kept voicing his concerns about not having money to pay the bills. We were close to bouncing checks, and it got scary. And so I put on Facebook, looks like COVID is winning. And if it continues this way, I don't think we're going to be able to keep our heads afloat.
And the response was more than Labrasca's could have imagined.
Well, then the floodgate opened, so they start, save Labrasca, they might be closing, save Labrasca's, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
Following the Facebook post, local news outlets began to cover the story and brought even more attention to Labrasca's need for community support.
I mean, everybody came all at once. There were lines out the door. There was almost a 2-hour wait for pizzas at one time.
But most of all, the outpouring of support showed how much Labrasca's means to its community.
It just reminded us that people do love us, and that this is a staple. And I mean, the fact that the news channels wanted to cover the story showed that this is a staple of Columbia. We forget that.
And this Columbia institution hasn't lost its meaning.
All right, anybody else? Thank you.
For Carolina News, I'm Madeline Stewart.